Good day to you guys. This is again Reviews, bring you another unboxing of a rather old figure, a die-cast Ironman Mark II from the first Ironman movie. This is basically the unpainted Ironman Mark III. So let us proceed. Oops, to open. I got this for around 15,000 pesos from Facebook user Andre Christian Duda. He asked me to give him a shout out to mention his name to promote his toy shop. So I guess he buys old hot toys and then resells them. So the hot toy selling community here in the Philippines is it's good, never run into big problems aside from scalpers and vultures that I've already banned. There's really people who are really bad and people who are just, I think they just give away a fair price. So right away, very impressive, metallic. You know what it reminds me of? Doctor Doom. If you put in like a green what do you call that, coat, tunic. I have a feeling you can mod him into Doctor Doom. So let us take away all this stuff and look at it closely. Okay, so everything is out. Sorry, it's a bit messy, but this is everything that comes with it. The second tray only contained this. It's a very nice flight stand, very space consuming, but very nice. And I have to give it up to Mr. Andre for reboxing this. It felt like I was really unboxing a brand new figure with everything, the detail to the to the styrofoams and stuff insert in the Iron Man. It felt like I was opening a brand new figure. It even has this. So you know me, I tend to take away all of this, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure because I have a Hall of Armor, which I'm not sure I'm gonna unbox, but I just got it. I have 7 of them, so I have a way to display my Iron Man suits. So first and foremost, yeah, this could be Doctor Doom, man. Sorry, the camera's not focusing again. This could be Doctor Doom for all we know. It's very impressive. As I said with Iron Man figures, it's hard to make them look bad. This one is really old, but guess what? The technology feels very updated. Still feels like most Iron Man figures, even the modern Mark 85. Yeah, so it's a very bit bulky with the bigger shoulders for the missile inserts in here. But this is actually the one I prefer compared to the more sleek, high-tech Iron Man suits. So let us talk about the accessories. Well, Tony head sculpt. I like it. Half sculpt rather. Still good as ever. The old Tony Stark sculpts. They're really very good. The newer ones, ever since the Tony Stank figure, that's when it was hit or miss. Anyway, so these, I've been asking myself, what are these? At first, I thought they were arc reactors, but I haven't seen the movie for a long time, so I don't know what exactly are these or whether I'd use them in a display. So, these are new. I never had an Iron Man with a blast off hands. So that is really cool. Along with yeah, this reminds me a lot of Star Wars. The holographic Iron Man. I'll try to adjust the light on the other end because for some reason it is so bright. There. So this one is for the thigh, I guess, and didn't look at the manual, but as usual, I would not install this anymore. I'm just gonna put this up in the Hall of Armor looking like this. Kind of a waste of a very nice head sculpt too, because I also won't use this. And then the base, the old school base. Okay, let's take a look at the old school base. For some reason, I really like this. It looks a bit outdated for some reason. I don't know exactly why. It also has that really solid metal rod, like really metal rod there. I guess this was meant for flight posts. So, you know what? Let's just get him into one of those flight posts because I've never experienced that. The hover post, I mean. Okay, this is what I came up with on the fly. Like, he still looked careless because he was still like maneuvering the suit. Yeah, so I can imagine this flight pole wasn't exactly safe. I can imagine like earlier owners of Ironman diecast figures would have this fall over. It doesn't really feel so secure. But yeah, it's a bit of a good piece of nostalgia. And yeah, the only downside with Ironman figures is that you can only get their full potential when their eyes and the arc reactor slide it up. And for my display, I just did away with it. I got tired of the fusion reactor kits with the wires, which is just such a headache to manage. At the same time that if there's a power outage in our house, it completely messes up the remote. So I forgot to look at the other accessories. So this one, it's rubbery. I think these are like the blaster hands, the Iron Man blast hands. And we still have the articulated fingers. So the best part about this figure is that it will never get the Pink Panther syndrome or the Pink Panthy syndrome with the old Iron Man, where the rubber sorts of fades and the red turns into like pink, like terrible pink. So that's the reason why I got this fast, because I know it's gonna stand the test of time. So these are some, yeah, the wrist cannons, I guess. And let's open this up. Yeah, it doesn't have anything. So it is weird. It doesn't have the missile pod like the War Machine figures. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't have the missile pod. I mean, you can open it, but it kind of looks empty. So why would you do that? Everything came in complete here, so I don't think it's something missing with the figure itself. So yeah, I'm just putting on things here. Okay, so far some things I found out. Yeah, the wrist missiles, well, the arm missiles, the forehand missiles rather. They're attached from here and it's labeled left and right. And as for this one, this shoulder mounted weapon, you have to pull the armor way, the front shoulder panel all the way forward, and then use a tool like this to pull this part out, which I will do off camera because it's time consuming. Yeah. So as for these arc reactor looking things, yeah, they are like thigh panels where one protrudes more than the default one. So it's minor details, like, you know, it's up to you. Or this could be just spare parts, you know, if you lose some of them or something. And as for the head sculpt, I found out that if you're not, it works like Rescue's head sculpt, where you can just pull this off. So if you're not gonna light your Iron Man, you know, might as well use the Tony sculpt, right? Which I plan to. So let's pose him up. Okay, and we are back. So I just decided to put everything away and just came up with some quick offensive pose, attack pose. Of course, I'm not gonna use him like this in my display. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. This kind of attaches like really clumsily, so of course I'm not gonna use that. I'm just using it for the purposes of this video. And depending on the angle, it looks pretty cool. Okay, so one downside of the old Ironman I found out is that these joints are immersion braking here, and they, for some reason, they're also very loose. So, must be the age of the figure or something. And it's hard to turn his head when these are out. So yeah, no turning his head with that, with the shoulder cannons out. So let's try to hide it, at least this side. Yep, like that, so he can, oh man. Yep, so he can turn his head and look cool. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Ironman color schemes. Very see what I mean? This comes loose in time with age. So yeah, know that, but doesn't matter to me. It's just a slight inconvenience compared to other figures. Yeah. Wow, it's also easy to put back on to swap this out. Mm-hmm. Yep, something like that. Yeah, it's easy to make Iron Man look good in any display. One of the more fun Iron Man posable figures. So having said that, I love this figure. I'm glad I got it, and I plan to get a Mark 7, the black and gold, I hope. So have a nice day, guys. Hope you learned something.